Okay, viewers of the live stream, welcome to today. Happy Tuesday. Getting started just a little bit earlier today. A little bit earlier. A little bit, I don't know. A little fired up to play this today. Excited.
Shadowtronic subscribed to the channel for 6 months.
Oh my goodness. Shadowtronics, my friend. Thank you so much for the resub. Really appreciate it, my friends.
Pinball dreams, yeah, they're calling me. Flippers snapping endlessly. Grown up adjacent, we're free to be.
I find this to be one of my favorite to look at machines. I also get kind of that feeling that we're not allowed to love this one. You know what I mean? Like that feeling of I don't know. I just get that feeling that when I talk about or show love for this machine, it's not a widely agreed opinion, but man, I recommend people go and try to if they don't like if people don't like the idea of American Pinball, they should try this game on location if it's a thing. But I like it. My daughter likes it, so. Oh. Shoot. I'm still online. Viewers, can you confirm if I'm present? Okay, cool. But yeah, Shadow, as I was saying, as far as things that you would normally measure about a game, visually, the content, the mechs, the shots and layout are quite good. The only thing that can be quite hard is the tank is so close that it can be a little bit annoying that it fires it right back. But I'm also one of those pinball players that I really like I really like light show. I really like at the menu here, you can kind of cycle through the light show like I mentioned yesterday. I really like the diffused, subdued light that some of the newer games have. I also obviously like, Stern's traditional look, but yeah, when I play this, I'm yeah, the music hammers, the goofiness and the campiness, check. The couple downsides, I wish I could backhand the left ramp. That seems a little bit annoying. But yeah, I don't know, folks. Welcome to the stream. I got started a tiny bit early today. Trying to push all my I think I told you a couple of weeks ago, Shadowtronics, that when I did when I did a backup restore and redid my computer, I lost my entire Stream Deck settings, and I had made it just perfect. So I'm kind of flying, not blind, but it's not as good. I just need to scratch my nose. Hold on. I found my things. I think. Here we go. Okay. I somewhat have my screens all opened up now. So I was just up a little earlier today. I'm like, you know what? I'm running a stream. Maybe I'll finish earlier. Maybe I'll just go longer. I don't know. Made some monitor changes here. So just like changing my layout a hair. Okay, well, I think I'm good to go now. Sorry about that short delay. So when are the new pins arriving? Shadowtronics asked. Well, you know, that's the question that kind of I think is going to get harder over time. I checked in with Nitro Pinball East, where I bought my Winchester. And yeah, they said no update. They'll let me know when they know. So I kind of feel like it could be between 2 and 6 months before I ever see Winchester and Beetlejuice. I'll be honest, unless I'm somehow lucky. I just have a feeling. So, but it won't stay boring around here. I'm gonna change something out or buy a used pin in the next before Christmas. So something will change, something small. I talked about maybe Dungeons and Dragons going for a walk, but I also don't think it will. I think I'm going to keep it because when I stream Dungeons and Dragons, quite a few people watch. I played it the other day with my daughter and wife. They kind of enjoyed it, so I don't think it's going to go right now. Even though it's probably my least loved. Just double checking. Okay, whatever. So, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the stream. It is Tuesday. We're playing Galactic Tank Force by American Pinball, the campiest, goofiest pinball machine I have in this room, or I have ever played. I don't think. Maybe it's on par with like Simpsons Pinball Party or South Park. It's in that tier. But my goal today is to try to maintain a little better ball control. I'm going to try to defend the center quite a bit more. And the out lanes on the left. Those are gobbling the balls. Also, in all the mayhem, I got to only shoot the tank when it's needed because you're not always supposed to just shoot the tank. So
Joe200701 subscribed to the channel for 3 months.
Awesome too. Also, Joe, thank you so much for the sub to Grown Up Adjacent Pinball. I really appreciate it. I appreciate every follow, every sub, every viewer. You know, you guys make it worthwhile. And actually, the subs go a long way in maintaining my subscriptions that I need to keep the channel alive. So it does help it be, you know, not a financial drain on life. But things that I end up investing in with the channel are like the different memberships, the blue checks, the subs for the publishing my content. But I think it's still probably about a $400 a month loss. So, but still, it helps a lot. It really does. I appreciate the subs. So, but anyways, I'm gonna play some pinball. Shout out to Nitro Pinball that was kind enough to loan me this machine to share with you guys, and Funhouse as well. Funhouse I worked on until late last night, trying to get it updated, and the update was still not successful with Funhouse. So their support, I messaged them a long message today, and hopefully Pedretti Pinball will have an answer for their Funhouse, or we'll just play it unupdated, which is kind of shitty, but okay, I'm gonna start knocking some balls around. But yeah, again, can't emphasize enough. Thank you for the new subs and the follows on my channel. We're started a little bit early today, so I hope that doesn't bother anybody. But all right. Yesterday when I played, I accidentally started 2-player.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Let's check your skill. Go for the flashing light. There's a tank entering your sector.
Spy bots are detected. Riders, lock in.
Go for the kill shot. Nice shot.
Oh, right after. That would have been nice if a ball saved. So my one goal for today that I guess didn't follow was only hitting the tank when it's needed.
The power generator is close to overheating. The lab is heading for a meltdown.
Boss, Houdini's locked.
Let's do that. I'm just gonna move a window here. So Shadow, since you were last couple of days, I added a whole bunch of stuff to the sound alert. So I gotta do some custom ones too, but.
One more shot will do it.
Busted Chops, huge shout out too. 15 streams streak. That's awesome.
Nice shot.
Almost Christmas.
We need hot fudge. Build some drilling rigs and see if you can find a gusher. It's a gusher!
It's a gusher.
Welcome to the moon of Illumina. I'm Professor Galactic. Thank you for protecting our base, especially our cows. Right, flank advancement.
Warning!
We need to move the ice buzzer is now going. You can score big until the time runs out.
Nice shot. Great job.
Subcooling station is active.
The goofiest game in pinball, I swear.
Nice fudge gusher.
Boss, Panther's locked in.
I will have the ice cream and everything that takes to
Should
make
be
it.
louder now.
Leave this room now,
Buster
or I
Shells.
will take it by
Welcome in,
force.
Mr. Furiosa, as well.
Nice shot. Did a robot just jump out of that tank?
Hunter 1, still your turn.
Great shot.
I see, like, I swear I hit it dead center and it didn't register.
Shoot the last.
Dustin Echoes, welcome in too, Professor Douchebag.
Great gobs of fudge.
Light extra ball.
Excuse me.
Up a blink advance.
Party time.
Sweet. Sweet. Advance.
That was a jackpot.
Sweet. Nice shot. You're just a regular fudge pumper.
Wow.
Duke, where is the... You are down.
Okay. I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. There's more callouts than all my Stern games combined. They must have done like 1,000 takes of audio.
Incredible.
Galactic Tank Force, no!
Enemy saucer incoming at the research farm. Shoot it down.
Spy bot detected.
A balanced diet is a cookie in each hand.
Great shot. Hey, nice touch, rookie.
All right, ball save. Not sure where you come from, but I'll accept you.
Peppermint candy chocolate fudge. The Galactic reactor's having a meltdown. Hit the poppers to bring down the temperature of the fusion reactor. Shoot the red. Things are starting to cool. Keep it up.
Oh, that was a new type of save. I'm gonna try that again. So when I had the flipper up, I was able to save off of that post. Kind of like that, but with success.
Well done. You have earned your spot.
High score number 5. Well, that's positive. Makes me feel like we can get a little more.
Good game from Major Duke Moonwalker.
So if it weren't for those first 2 balls that kind of drained a little early, I don't know, would have been a little better. But welcome to the stream. Started about half an hour earlier today. Still working on some overdue homework at work today, so I got a bit of an earlier start. But I don't know. I was just up. I'm like, you know what? I'm sitting on the couch, wide awake. Did a little bit of work already. Like, you know what? I'm going to go start the stream early. I feel like whether I fix it or not, I might move to Funhouse next. Hard to say. Okay. So the
Hello,
strategy
rookie.
of
I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad.
the strategy of only
Get your
hitting
hand on that shooter and see if you got the right touch.
the strategy of only hitting the tank when only hitting
Game
the tank.
underscore tapes is our newest follower. Welcome to the show, Game underscore tapes.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the new follow. Really appreciate it. Game tape. So we're live streaming pinball today, as you can see. I appreciate the follow.
Hunter 1, still your
I forget
turn.
exactly what I was saying, but anyways, my strategy for this game, this round, is to try to hit these shots more consistently. I call them like shot 1 and 2, and like the 2 on the left and the 2 on the right, because they kind of start modes and they're kind of critical. I know that sounds obvious in pinball, but
Don't space out on me.
you'll see what I mean.
Methane blaster. Ready. Lock and load. Fire at will. Another take in your zone. Fire at will. Nice shot.
I swear 1 or 2 of the shots right on the tank are not registering.
We need lots of elderberries for my zero-gravity ice cream research. Ramp up the mountain and harvest buckets of berries.
Fighters, lock in.
Oh, shit. No ball save. Duh. That was an easy mode. All you need to do is just spam that left ramp from the right flipper. Crap. Crap.
You've achieved the rank of lieutenant.
Say that's a ball save.
We need sprinkles for the sundaes. Head to the desert and scoop them up.
Hey, no roughhousing.
Yes, Captain.
Shoot the lab.
Go for the kill shot.
Ice, ice, baby! Tank stabilizer!
Boss, Raven locked.
What a shot. One more shot will do it. Did a robot just... The power generator is close to overheating.
This does not compute. There goes my farm.
I would love to get a hold of the 3D printer files for this game and like redo them. Like it'd be nice to redo that robot in like a nicer filament. It's like in the back box LCD, the robot's gold.
Fight in the CPU.
Another tank. And this one has shields? What a shot!
I heard you were good with the teats.
Good with the teeth.
What? You don't know what to do with a teeth.
Yeah, Mr. J. Crane, the more I play this game, I only play this on stream pretty much too. I just log in and play, but the more I play it, the more the campiness just makes me smile. I don't know.
The balls in your game
I think
say
it's-
bye, bye, bye.
I think it's cool when different games scratch different itches, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know how this game would play in a tournament. Like, I just can't picture like trapping up, playing it slowly. One thing too, the flippers feel very close to Barrels of Fun, JJP, Spooky, and pretty close to Stern. Whereas when I had a Pinball Brothers game, Well, it was earlier. It was from a couple years ago. I had ABBA. ABBA looked gorgeous, but the flippers had silicone on them, and I feel like that was a bad choice. Because it just didn't feel the same. I feel like your flippers should always be like a hard rubber. So, for example, too, like when the ball would come down, it would like bounce dead on the flipper. It was just strange on ABBA. But I mean, obviously, an owner could change out those things, but the flippers feel very similar. I feel to the Stern stuff. Not identical, but it's similar. But yeah, the fun factor is high. To walk up and have fun. You know what's funny? Talk about the Stern leaderboard. Whenever I go to an arcade that has a leaderboard, I get my score, I walk over to the leaderboard, and I see if it changes. It's just like they really have an advantage with that. Because my daughter and wife, I just finished cleaning up the room, and we had a few days down here, and not like whole days, but a couple hours here and there. And like they wanted to play the Stern games versus the other brands, which is kind of, it says that having that somewhat competition and like the clout you get from getting on your leaderboard. So I think it was good that they let the home users have that insider connected leaderboard now. I loved it when it was at arcades and competitions and shows, but the thing is, I also believe there's a world where you could license like a connection to the Stern. I know this will honestly never happen, but I think it would be very cool if you could somehow connect, for example, a Funhouse or a Galactic Tank Force to your Stern leaderboard. I don't know how all the ecosystems would talk to each other, but that would be cool. Even if you're like, all right, you pay $200, $500, and there's some sort of interface, even if it's a board, like make it, here's an example. They released their quiet power supply for like $299 US dollars. And people are buying them up just to have a quiet power supply. So in my opinion, they could have like a node board that they talk to American Pinball, Pedretti, Dutch Pinball, all the other companies and say, hey, get your fast pinball system or your Raspberry Pi and talk to our Stern module. And they could make those companies pay for it, and they could make the users pay for it. And I'm telling you, like, I know I'm not suggesting we should pay for it, but the fact is we will pay for it. If you had any idea how much money is spent on mods in traditional video games, I guarantee you those people that own, like, in my little basement here, there is 8 Sterns and 2 other. Well, I would pay to be able to have these on my leaderboard and on my app and stuff. I think there's an opportunity there. Everything in business is a negotiation. And if they license it, but they also are making enough where they, I don't know. But the thing is, on the business and marketing side too, they have a captive, not audience, but customer set. So I sort of doubt we will ever see that idea. And I know it wouldn't be the first time it's been suggested, but let's say you love Galactic Tank Force, it's your favorite game, and you want it to show up on your Stern leaderboard. that user might pay $500 to have it. I'm telling you, it's like one of those things, right? They might pay a lot for it. I'm not saying I would, but there's always licensing and there's always negotiation.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Let's check your aim. Go for the skill shot.
Anyways, enough rambling there, but
Enemy tank approaching your sector.
all right. All right, ball save. Thank you. Yeah, that's what I said yesterday. I thought it is, but I think it isn't. It's someone else.
What a shot!
I'm just trying to see who did the music, because I forgot.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
So the music was done by Matt Kern. Christopher Franchi on artwork. Dennis
Need a little help
Nordman.
with your plunger?
Dennis Nordman on the game design.
The power generator is close to overheating.
Yeah, Mr. Daycrane, I
Freezer's
agree.
heading for a meltdown.
Congratulations.
Methane blaster. Ready.
We need lots of Hildeberries for my zero gravity ice cream research. Ramp up the mountain and harvest buckets of berries.
Shit. I'm hoping to dead bounce it to the other flipper. Okay.
Nice shot.
Center drain is gobbling the balls.
Congratulations, Captain.
Alpha flip. Advanced. Nice shot. I think one more shot will do it.
A couple modes going right now.
Four more buckets. Shoot the lab.
Yeah, I agree. And they packed a lot of mechs in here. Mechs or features.
Did a robot just come out of that tank?
Like even the back of the playfield. The back of the playfield has a ton of
Advanced.
stuff going on. There's tons of stand-ups, magnets, obviously the big pop nest.
Yeah, let me get my plant supervisor, Al Lamode, on the phone. Microscopic points.
Fighters, lock in now.
Great job getting that bullseye.
Come on, let's go.
Nice save. Time to dance.
Complete the second accelerator for even higher scoring.
Alpha flanked advance. I think one more shot to do it. Bravo flank advance. Another tank. And this one has shields.
Excuse me. One thing that is kind of good and bad at the same time is you can run you can stack modes, it seems like, no problem. It just gets a little noisy sometimes. Like we're in Cowabonga, we're also fighting a tank.
I can't find my nuts. Use the nut detector to find them.
Nuts.
You started the accelerator. While active things will be twice as good.
Fire the methane blaster. Nice shot.
No problem, Dr. Edger. The center drain is definitely surprisingly the most common drains.
Well, hey, diddle diddle. What have we got here?
Boss Raven's locked in.
are down.
Those are super delayed notifications, right?
Well, that mission was nothing to sneeze at. Shoot the lab!
The power generator is close to overheating. The freezer is heading for a meltdown.
Meat is back on the menu.
That's so strange. These notifications are like 10 minutes delayed. I wonder if anything else is 10 minutes delayed.
The balls in your game say bye, bye, bye.
I rest my feet for a second in between the games today. So yeah, on that last game, kind of one of my goals was to have a little more control over the ball in the bottom end, but I feel like the tilt is also set pretty tight on this one. You need a coffee refill after the next game. Also, a couple of the modes require a big spam on that left ramp, so I gotta figure out what the best procedure for trapping up on the right flipper is, because that's a trap up and shoot type of shot. One place they really didn't skimp on in this game is the addressing of the LEDs. Whoever they got to do that was definitely earned their paycheck. There's like LEDs everywhere, and they do something different all the time. So like even in the little gray ball spaceship guys, in the turret or the cannon, there's LEDs that are all different. They flash for the robot's eyes.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain. Let's check your skill. Shoot the flashing lights. Whoa. Hunter, this is not a drill. Enemy tank approaching Sector 1. Fire the methane missile.
Go to the desert and get digging.
Forget where there's another spinner. Oh, yeah, there's another spinner in the top right of this game.
The power generator is close to overheating. The freezer is heading for a meltdown.
Nice shot! Fudge you too.
Fudge you too.
A UFO is. You lost the cow. No ice cream for you.
You can't handle the scoop.
So Mr. J. Crane, that is one of the things I really focused on was like being able to hear the ball in the wire form, being able to hear the like everything. So I appreciate that you noticed that. It's there's quite a few microphones around the playfield, much like a drum set, so you can hear all the audio. I know when you watch tournaments and a lot of other streams, you can hear some of the stuff, but
Fighters, lock in now.
I wanted it to feel a little more like you're in the room.
Methane blaster, ready. We need hot fudge. Build some drone rigs and see if you can find a gusher.
This is one game that the big flashing red shots are they're quite obvious and helpful. So as long as the shot's flashing, still shoot it.
Boss, Houdini's locked in.
Sweet! Hey, rookie, you have enough nice shots.
Need to eat ice cream before it melts.
Complete the second accelerator to give you the bigger results.
See if I can fix that audio buzz.
See you next time.
I feel like there's actually some sort of short or static in this game because I get a little bit of interference once in a while on the audio. Almost like a ground loop, but did I catch the replay for the homebrew pins from Expo? I don't know. No, I don't think so. I mean, at Pinball Expo in Chicago, I saw all the games. I played most of them, but no. Do you mean like somebody's video they did on them? You mean replay, like the game replay? I'm maybe my coffee hasn't kicked in. Yeah, so the homebrew, it's funny because this game kind of reminds me of like almost like a Doc Imagineer said yesterday, like almost like a really good homebrew. I don't know why it I know it's made in a factory, but when I play this game, it makes me think if I were to do a homebrew, I would have some of these elements, like where the magnet drops the ball into a saucer, into a. Oh, okay. No, I'll check it out when I'm YouTubing. I'm gonna do some social media after work today. Send out some shorts and some reels. I have quite a bit of content like saved up from different expos that I gotta publish out. Make some shorts from my videos and stuff too. You know what? I'm going to quickly refill my coffee. I need some coffee. I'll be right back. All right. Well, I'm back. Filled up my coffee. Fueled by caffeine and morning sunshine, except it's pouring ass rain outside. Happy Tuesday. The week is like 28% over, isn't it? The work week. But yeah, talking about homebrew pinball, I talked to Kyle that did Big Trouble in Little China. And his homebrew was something else. It felt like more polished than almost like any Stern I've had or played. Like the shots were super solid, super like wide. They were wide enough, but not easy. And yeah, it was good.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad. Get your hand on that shooter and see if you got the right touch. This is no drill. Lock and load. Ready to engage. Get ready for the kill shots.
Really, lots and lots of elderberries for my zero-gravity ice cream research. Ramp up the mountain and harvest buckets of berries.
feel like it's a little bit goofy that it gets the ball up there and then just releases
Our
it.
generator is close to overheating. The freezer is heading for a meltdown.
Radar has detected an enemy saucer in the research farm. Stop it. Warning! Warning! We have a meltdown. Save the ice cream!
Ice cream before it melts. Subsystems engaged.
Nice shot! I think one more shot will do it.
You stopped the meltdown. You are awarded the meltdown.
What shot! Nice save.
It's time for Cowabunga.
You need to eat this ice cream before it melts. Great shot. One more shot will do it. Did a robot? Another tank? Open our shields? We need to eat this ice cream before it melts.
That was some hoedown.
What do you mean? I have a degree. Advance right flank.
Advanced.
Oh, yeah.
Fighters, lock in now.
Double flank. Advanced.
Boss, Raven blocked.
I'm still not really sure why. Sometimes it locks the ball up there and sometimes it doesn't. Haven't quite figured out that rule yet.
close to overheating. The ladder's heading for a meltdown.
The second accelerator is now going. You can score big until it runs out of time. It's a meltdown.
Need to eat this ice cream before it melts. Advance.
Go to the desert. I can dig it.
The power generator is close to overheating. The freezer is heading for a meltdown. Methane missile charged.
I can't help it. I'm feeling a little horny. Well, hey, Diddle Diddle. I've got steaks on the griddle.
You can't handle the scoop.
Okay. That's one of the only things this game doesn't have is a scoop. It's a bunch of up kickers. Oh, yeah.
Keep at it, Hunter.
I feel like there is an element of luck in this game. Okay, well. Man, like 25 follows away from 500. There's going to be some sort of celebration when I hit that milestone. But if you're not a follower, consider that follow button.
Let's check your skill. Shoot the flashing light. Enemy tank, engage.
Yeah, I swear I hit that like dead center and it didn't seem to.
Great shot.
right back. Hold on.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
Come on, pull your plunger.
All right, I'm back. All right. Part of me wonders if this. Oh no, I guess it can't be. It has the same. Thought maybe this machine was
Methane blaster, ready.
narrower. But shoot again. Shoot again. Shoot again.
Methane missile charged. The power generator is close to overheating. The lab is heading for a meltdown.
Fighters, lock in now.
Hey, great shot. I think one more shot will do it. Another chip in your zone. Fire at will. Nice shot. I think one more shot will do it. Bravo flank, advanced.
Congratulations.
Radar has detected an enemy top zone. Shoot it down.
There goes my mother.
tank. And this one has shields.
Go to the sprinkled desert and get digging.
I swear, like, we've been playing. I played yesterday for like 2 hours, this morning for over an hour and a half, 20 minutes. And I'm still hearing new callouts. Like, there's really something to be said about
Better
that.
count
Like,
your cows.
I have not
Can't
heard
handle the scoop.
Retro
so
Arcade
many
Duo
of
is
these.
our newest follower. Welcome to the show, Retro Arcade Duo.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the new follow. Retro Arcade Duo. Shout out. Yeah, I was just saying, like, a few things they really leaned into in this game. The callouts in video are so campy and goofy. And, yeah, no worries. We'll see you around. You know, same time, same place, pretty much every day, Mr. J. Clean. The callouts and the campiness in the video, they really leaned into those with this game. The light show is... I don't think it's actually a healthy thing to compare
Hunter 1,
games.
still your turn.
But I mean, it's unfortunately something that all of us do in pinball. We compare games, but like, for example, King Kong is my favorite shots and layout game right now. And I feel like they really didn't put enough callouts, video, or light show into that game. For the amount of inserts that game has, the light show is pretty vacant. But
Do you know where your plunger is?
I mean, it's still early days. Maybe it'll get better, but thank you to the new followers today and a couple new subscribers to the channel. When you sub, you get access to our private Discord, which is 24/7, moving stuff in there. But what else? Yeah. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it.
Hey, nice touch, rookie. Great shot. What a shot. One more shot will do it.
Let's hop right back into another game.
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad.
Well, thank you.
Let's check your aim on that skill shot.
What are the skill shots, actually? Oh, shoot, the flashing letter B.
This is no drill. Lock and load. Ready to engage. generator is close to overheating. The lab is heading for a meltdown. Methane missile charged. Nice shot. Great shot. One more shot will do it. Double flank, advanced.
Nice little save of some sort there. Good morning, Giga76. Welcome to the stream.
Another
Oh my
take in
goodness,
your
I let that
zone.
roll off of
Fire
there.
at will.
Johnny Button, welcome to the stream. Good morning.
Warning! Warning! Need to move this ice cream.
No worries at all.
What else? Fire the methane blaster! Finish the other accelerator.
Promotion in rank.
Boss, Hellcat's locked in.
This song just keeps getting better
You,
and
my
better.
friend, have achieved the rank of captain.
That's
what
what's
I
a
used to
difference.
do before I was a major.
Nice shot!
This does not compute. There goes my home bunch. Right in the hole.
Great job saving Elsie.
There goes my other arm.
Nice save.
Losing power.
Looks like this one has shield. Go for the flashing kill shot. I will flank advanced. Nice shot. One more shot will do it. Its shields are down. Alpha flank. Advanced.
Double drain.
That was some hoedown. You matched.
Yay, free game. Trying to just look over the what I'll do is a little bit, since I'm looking around the playfield reading stuff, take you guys on a tour as well. You can see the targets here. They look like they're a little schwacked. This machine had about 400 plays on it when I got it, so it's somewhat new, but not new. Advanced flank force, it says over there. Same with over there. There are actually quite a few hidden stand-up targets as well in this game, like back in there next to the pops. On either side, there's at least 8 pop bumpers back there. And then the missions, start mission, charge methane, and the multipliers are there. Then one thing up here that at least my copy of the game has, it's like so this is where when it's lit, it does one of those two things. It's either the jackpot or Plotnik's lab can start to lock the balls. And at the very back with those little kind of in-lane rollovers. I feel like my center one never lights up, but and one of my favorite features, if you can see in the back there, kind of dead center on the screen, there's a magnet that catches the ball and then it drops it into that up kicker, into that wire form. That is cool. And then there's the ringed planet, like the Saturn adjacent planet. The cow hanging from the spaceship. And again, one of the only kind of minor feedbacks is the 3D prints are kind of like a generation behind. Mind you, this machine was probably manufactured 3 years ago or so. Christopher Franchi art, though, is quite nice. It's a Dennis Nordman design on the game. The other thing, I'm not sure what they call these lights. The downward pointing kind of like, I don't know if they're called like hot rails or what those lights are called. They're kind of cool. I also like how, not there, but you can see the wood peeking through down near the flippers. I like that. It's somewhat kind of like organic feeling, but yeah, I mean, I have the new Star Wars, and I feel like as far as mech content, this has 25% more going on. Star Wars Fall of the Empire does have a ton of video assets, but like one of our channel viewers, Documengineer, I think it was them who said it, they're kind of like just randomly placed. They're kind of out of order ish, if that makes sense. I still like the game though. My daughter and I don't know if you guys can see it from here, but I'm going to show you the topper my daughter and I built. It's on top of, where is it? There. So it's light activated. So it goes to the game music. And we built that. I didn't anticipate a topper coming out anytime soon, so I found a really nice toy on Marketplace and then 3D printed the base, put in some automotive lighting, and what documented here. I mean, I just feel like the Star Wars, I have fun playing the game, I'll be honest. I think that the rules and I think it still has some way to go with the code and the callouts. But I really love John Borg games. I just love them. I like how they have big arrows telling you what to hit. I feel like Star Wars Fall of the Empire is a little bit of like a Star Wars remastered, but what they were remastering wasn't good. I don't know if that's it sounds harsh, but like I wanted a new Star Wars in the house. I'm like, I was excited about it, and I'm not one of these like Star Wars fanboys, but I really, really, really want to get good at Star Wars and start to really enjoy it. It's one of those games that for sure is nobody likes it until they're good at it. It's kind of that same theory happened early on with Dungeons and Dragons, John Wick. Both of them had that same thing. It's too hard. The shots are not good geometry, this and that. But truly, once you get like 8 hours on it, it's playable. It's good. But I think we all enjoy a game that you can walk up to in an arcade and like blow up, or at least get your same score as you did at another arcade or at home. And I don't know. I'm thinking more and more about Looney Tunes lately. Played Looney Tunes at the Houston Expo with Dustin Echoes, a friend from the chat. And we had fun playing it, and I feel like it would go well in my household. It's goofy and probably sounds good. I haven't heard the sounds of that game other than in a video. But it had some shots, too, that felt a little hard. Like a little, I don't know. Like they didn't have enough time on the white wood. Playing Big Trouble in Little China, talking to the designer, Kyle. It was Kyle. He put time into, he said, I made sure if a shot felt clunky, I would move it. If it was tight, I would widen it. If it didn't flow into another shot, I would change it. And those are the things like, picture you're working on a game at your house and you're designing it and you've got all the time in the world. You can do that. But like Pinball Brothers ABBA, it had a shot kind of like this, like most games have, from one flipper over to a stand-up target in its case. But it was somewhat blocked by the tip of the sling on both sides, and they were really important shots. So you could hit the shots, but it was more random. And but it was a mode starting shot. So I would sit there and try, and I couldn't hit it. So that was one thing where it seemed like the shot geometry needed, or it was maybe designed for like an expert-only player. So Doc Imagineer, with your Looney Tunes, where did you get lots of time to play it? I didn't get a ton of time on it, but it was one that I'm like, man, I want to give this a fair shake, but it was so noisy, and it was on my Best Buy 2 list. It was my first game I wanted to buy. Russ, welcome in. So Russ Volek is lives near me, and how's Predator Pinball? Russ has a Predator Pinball, and early adopter of that game. How is it working out? Any issues? How awesome is it? Or
Hello, rookie. I'm Captain Cayenne. Welcome to the squad.
welcome
Get
in,
your
Neil
hand on that
McCrae.
shooter and
Also,
see if you
happy
got
to
the right
have you.
touch.
Doc Imagineer's talking about Looney Tunes, yeah. So you have zero problems with your Predator. Well, that's good.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
I got a couple games on it at Pinball Expo. This seemed not bad.
Whoa, what the? Hunter, this is not a drill. Enemy tank, sector 1.
Fighters, lock in now.
Boss, mech done locked in.
So yeah, Russ Bullock, I hope that Dune makes it to your door soon. Other friends on the channel are also expecting their Dune. I don't know if they expected Dune to kind of blow up or have like almost like a bumper crop. Like it seems like Dune is now Dune is making a bit of a late, not a comeback, but like a second wind or a bumper crop if it were
Hunter
farming.
1, still your turn.
But and yeah, Neil McCrae says no Arnie and ropey build quality, and a weird layout says no for me. In sort of and I can respect that, Neil and Rust. Part of in my pinball journey where I am in this, I'm trying to
With your
really take in the differences and, you know, start to really feel what I like between the different brands. I am definitely more of a Stern fanboy, but I'm definitely wanting to try all the different brands, and hopefully I can get them in a home setting, kind of like this, like where I buy all my pinball machines. Nitro Pinball, obviously. This, I'm able to give this machine a shake for like a couple months and really form an opinion based on that. For American pinball, I feel like the only complaint I really have ultimately with this one is the tank is maybe a little bit close, but it ticks a lot of other boxes. It does not feel exactly like a Stern. Stern is something like, you know, your favorite coffee. It always feels the same. And so for example, when I walked up to this game today, I'm like, okay, I gotta work on my first 2 shots and my last 2 shots. And on a Stern, okay, backhanding on either side, it feels kind of familiar. Yeah. Johnny Button, welcome back into the stream also. One thing I like to always acknowledge too is with different manufacturers, what makes them different, good or bad? And I'm really lucky that I recently was able to try Pinball Brothers, American Pinball, and Pedretti. Obviously, I'm the seasoned Stern fanboy, as I mentioned, but trying these three manufacturers, I was able to kind of, not battle test, I was able to test all of their support. So I had minor technical issues with all three of those games, and American Pinball support was pretty quick and immediate, and Pinball Brothers support was immediate and accurate and sent videos. Stern, by the way, their support is like S tier. They're instant, constant, they follow up. So they're kind of like a very high bar of product support. And also going through a distributor is my path always. I don't usually go right to the manufacturer, but anyways, I've had a bit of a challenge with Pedretti getting the code updated. They've been trying, but each, couple days in between a reply, and I feel like they don't know what's wrong with this particular machine. That's been a bit frustrating. So those are the kind of things I like to talk about on the channel, is like firsthand experience with the other manufacturers, good and bad. The more I play Galactic Tank Force, I'll be honest, the more I like it. The shots, I'm still having troubles mastering the shots. I feel like there's a bit of randomness, but what it does have going for it, the flippers.
Deidre_76 subscribed to the channel for 1 month.
Awesome, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate the subs and the follows, new follows today, so I appreciate that. What I like to talk about on the channel, though, is what makes the manufacturers different. On my YouTube, I tried to interview all the manufacturers, but Turner Pinball and Multimorphic, if you do watch those interviews, I have a really good feeling about who is running those businesses. I'll be honest. Multimorphic, like, I'm going to work hard to get a Multimorphic in here one way or another. But Turner Pinball too, like Chris Turner, calm mannerism. He's like an obsessive engineer mindset. And the things that make their pinball different, I think, are kind of groundbreaking. So I look forward to what comes from Turner Pinball. I think they're going to be licensing some of their stuff that makes them different, to be honest. But also, talking about American Pinball and Predator, I was talking to them about getting a demo to get on location. They just didn't have any made. All the ones are sold. So one may show up here and be on stream, and they approved it and everything. There just wasn't any available. So that may be a surprise to come. I'm still working on that. So
Fire the methane blaster. There are reports of hot fudge reserves underground.
hot fudge
Get drilled.
reserves. There we go.
Nice shot. Black gold. What's the fudge?
What the fudge, folks? You heard it here first. That is so cool. So Documengineer in the chat says that every time at the time I called Stern for tech support, Kyle Spiteri himself picks up the phone and spent an hour troubleshooting. I absolutely believe that story. I've had great support. I met Kyle a number of times in person, and definitely, and I've met a number of other people in their support. They definitely, well, they are where they should be for that size of an organization, but the people in support absolutely.
Hunter 1, still your turn.
The people in support at Stern are definitely good at what they do, and you know, obsessive about it until it's complete. I don't know if obsessive is the right word. It's a bit negative sounding, but you know what I mean.
Boss, Panther's locked in.
Advanced.
What the fudge was that?
What the fudge? Boom, boom, boom.
Things are starting to cool. Keep it up.
Go for the flashing kill shot. Nice shot. Another take in your zone. Fire at will. Nice shot.
Oof. Yeah, Johnny Button, that was quite an experience.
Keep at it, Hunter.
So I started the stream a little earlier today because I have to finish a little earlier, but I think I'll play another game. Any other hot topics we want to get in the chat? We talked a little bit about Predator Pinball. Is there any Predators on location? Has anyone played Predator on location? I'd be curious, what is the what's keeping them from getting out in the wild? I know they were, for home buyers like Russ, who committed early, and same like Russ did with Dune. Russ, you're more used to the, buy now, put your deposit in, and then receive a game like 8 months later. I'm not used to that yet. The first time I've done it is with the Winchester and Beetlejuice. That's the first time I've put a deposit and just waited. I did it for Star Wars actually too, but not that long. Yeah, 3 month is reasonable. I know you were waiting a long time for your Dune, which, by the way, I think it's a good thing you waited the 7 months for Dune. Same with Johnny Button and Jay Biscuity. They're getting a Dune in December also. I think based on one of the early interviews where Kale and Rachel were talking about from Electric Bat Arcade, were talking about their experience with Dune. I feel like they've made a lot of improvements to their game. I think it will be dialed in. Much like, for example, I got like the first Dungeons and Dragons production run, and it had probably 4 technical issues that were pretty challenging to fix. Almost unfixable for a non-mechanical person, like removing the vertical up kickers, adjusting them, removing the chutes, bending ball guides, like those type of things too. Like, again, I almost don't even get upset about those things because I am such a Stern fanboy as well. But I think that we shouldn't pretend that all games don't come with a bit of an issue. Kong as well. I had the same vertical up kicker issues as you did, Russ, with my Kong. Was there ball guide adjustment issues? I don't think I had ball guide issues, but different settings I needed to change in my Kong as well. But mainly that vertical up kicker behind the gong was an absolute disaster. So I think it's good to acknowledge that what these pieces of machinery are complicated. They're getting a metal ball fired around at them. If you can get one to deliver in that doesn't need maintenance off the bat, I think you're ahead of the game. Excuse me. I do really like how most of these modern pinball machines have a good diagnostic menu. I feel like that is critical. Like you can go in and do a real switch test. So for example, right now, my Metallica, I have the Metallica's topper. And when I plug in the topper, there's like an electrical issue, like something is amiss. So that's one thing I'm going to report to Stern today and see if they have a fix. I'll report that back to you guys, let you know how that process goes. My experience with Stern and Pinball Brothers and American Pinball support has been excellent. Pedretti Pinball, I feel like they're trying, but I don't know if they know how to fix the issue or they just, the main thing with Pedretti, it's just a code update issue, but it's just not working on my version. And every back and forth takes a couple days. So I've been trying to fix it for a couple weeks, and that's enough it's not a great thing, but I am convinced I'll get it fixed eventually. Even if I have to plug the fast board into a PC, I'll get it fixed. It's not auto updating. It's going to be fixable. But, and that's the thing too, Documagineer, I appreciate that you acknowledge that because I like to be transparent and open about, from my point of view, which is, a basement guy. Don't forget, I'm not an expert. I don't have years and years at this like so many of you guys do. But when there's stuff to do with like tech support or perspectives regarding quality of when the machines arrive, like I'll definitely share that perspective from my point of view. But and I think it's good too, like Russ is a home collector, pinball player, and Russ is not afraid to put his money where his wants are and buy machines before they come out. But there's some risk that comes with that. It's a gamble. And I think also I'm a bit jealous Russ got a Predator. And so I think it continue doing you, Russ. I mean, buying games before they've been played I've done it 4 times at least. Kong, Star Wars, Dungeons. I bought all of those without playing them. So, but yeah. And I do agree also with what Neil McRae said about, it is unfortunate that they didn't commit to the licensing for a few of those little aspects with Predator, but I think where Pinball Brothers could have done more, they missed a bit of opportunity with their initial marketing effort. And I know people like to just parrot that and repeat it, but the truth is I feel like they might have known that they better not overshoot, like they might not be able to produce the games they're selling. And that leads me to my next concern, which is, what about these other boutiques that are pre-selling everyone right now? Like, I'm really excited for my Winchester. I would love to order a Dune. But if you watch my tour video of Barrels of Fun, it feels like there's limitations that any of these companies, Spooky, American Pinball, Pinball Brothers, just based on scale, like, we have to remember it takes them time to build these machines by hand. So I think it's great they're selling through, Beetlejuice, Winchester, Predator sold through their allotments, almost all of them, I think. But the thing is, I just hope they deliver in a timely manner. Like, CGC also they don't really ship a lot of games. Like, I would love to own, one of their remakes. But I know I'm super excited. I've played probably a dozen games total on Winchester. No, maybe only like 10 games total. And yeah, it sounds great. It looks great. The shots are tight and refreshing. There's some really good use of the mechs in that game. I'm really looking forward to when that game arrives. I know it's going to sound good. Yeah, and I wouldn't even call it a fail though, right? Russ, with what Pinball Brothers did with launch. I believe they were just being conservative because they might have known, hey, it's going to be hard for us to even make 500 games. So, there's a lot that goes into building these machines. And I wish the companies well, I truly do. They all bring something unique. I really like to also focus on stuff like the technology under the playfield. Pinball Brothers and Turner Pinball and some of the other companies as well, they're using some pretty innovative stuff under the playfield. So removing some of the rollover switches, they've got proximity switches, stuff like that I think is innovative. It's swinging for the fences. If it doesn't work, it's, I was looking at one of the manufacturers and talking to them at Expo, and the whole playfield is basically a printed circuit board, but a single one. And from working in part of my role at work, I sort of oversee our IT stuff in addition to many other things, but you don't want a single point of failure. So with that company I was talking to, they said these boards are serviceable, but I'm just curious. I'd like to see how those things pan out and last in the long term. But yeah, I agree, Russ. I agree. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, hindsight's 20/20 with any of these brands, right? Like, we've got, we think, oh, they should have said Arnold's not here and here's why early on. Sure. We look at Barrels of Fun and think, oh, well, they should have made more games. Sure. Or we look at even Spooky and we're like, why didn't they sell more games? Sure. But maybe they all couldn't make those games. That's a big, I think that I also work in manufacturing. I think that it's good for companies to grow slowly. And here's why. Because if a company doesn't grow slowly, there's way more risk on the table. They should grow like at a slow, organic pace. Don't go and take on the investors. These companies will have investors knocking at their door all the time. Equity companies, they want to grow them. Hey, we can double your size. Yeah, but then when they do double size and they launch a shit game, it could crumble the company. So I'm really looking forward to watching these companies grow, supporting them, buying their stuff, trying it and buying it if possible. Yeah, I think it is, as many of the creators are saying these days, content creators, it's a really good time to be involved in pinball. It truly is. So I'm excited and want to keep getting new games. I do believe I'm going to need to get some title either in or out before Christmas. I need a new game in here before Christmas. I'm looking on Marketplace every day for a local machine to buy. But Russ, do you have any nice machines you want to peel off out of the collection? Metallica, you know what's funny is my daughter's 11 and she loves Metallica. So it's not going, it's bolted, I think. I think it is. I could be convinced to sell it, but Metallica and Godzilla seem like, Godzilla 70th, I think they're going to stay for a while. Yeah, Gidris, I mean, you're much like me. I used to play in the 80s and 90s as well, and but nothing at the level I'm at now. This was a whole different itch to scratch. This was I fell in love with modern pinball. That's what I liked, T2, Simpsons, all back in the day. But this is a new thing where I've fallen in love with new pinball. I'll be honest. I'm not going to pretend I love playing EMs. I don't. It's cool, but I don't love it. I respect that was the path that got us here, but I don't look forward to the perfect skill shot on an EM. I realize I'll face that in tournament and all that, but I'm a modern pinball person. I like modern pinball, and I like how it's going. I hope it becomes, increasingly more modern while keeping things the same. But that's a great question. So Patio Furniture asked the $1 million question, what's a good age? I would say at least 8 to 10 years old before you would let kids play on your pinball machines. And I say that because of experience. You want to be able to, some kids at a young age are teachable, but I've had friends' kids come over and I've had to tell them to stop playing on the machines. It's 8 to 10 years old is kind of, because then you can say, okay, only use the flipper when there's a ball there. Okay, if they can listen to that, but if they're just sitting here doing this, get the fuck up. Okay, I've had to ask kids, okay, go play on the arcade machine, go play somewhere else. You're not playing on my pinball machines. But I've also seen adults kind of hammer back and forth. But welcome, Gabe, also in from YouTube. But that's interesting, Johnny Button. Yeah, you like the DMDs over the moderns. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen lots of adults double flip too. I just mean in order for a kid to, again, some kids are super coachable, super teachable. So maybe there's not a fixed age, but I would say the kids should be at least 8 to 10 years old before you teach, teach them, but they're going to surprise you that their reflexes and their ability to learn rules might upset you. Kids and young adults have a really good grasp on things. My daughter's getting better, and I can't wait. Like I said earlier in the stream, it's the leaderboard. The leaderboard is getting my daughter really into it. But I'm looking at the clock. I've got to head to work, but I hope you guys join me in the stream later today. You let me know in the Discord or the chat what you guys might like to see on the stream. But yeah, Russ, I was saying earlier in the stream, basically Insider Connected, if they were able to make like a node board that spoke with an American Pinball, a Pedretti, and any of the other brands, people like you and I, home collectors, players, even arcade owners, they would pay for that. A device that goes in there and ports over the score to a Stern leaderboard. They would need to do it. They would need to charge enough for it to be worth losing their exclusivity. Because right now, no one comes close to Stern for their leaderboard. And what it does, the ecosystem, the badges. And my little case study in my basement here is my daughter and wife, like they've got these two great games kind of sitting in the middle that are non-Sterns. And they want to get on the leaderboard, so they play the Sterns. That's the truth. And there's my little case study, but yeah. That's cool too. I mean to answering Patty of Furniture's question about what's a good age. I mean, it just depends on how coachable the child is. For me, one thing I really enjoy doing is like when I do maintenance on the machine, my daughter and I'll do it together sometimes. Like we built the Star Wars topper, but I'll explain, like, I'm like, here's what I'm doing. I'm oiling my spinners today because Johnny Button said to oil my spinners. We're cleaning the playfield, we're waxing. Got her some small size gloves that fit her hands so she can help me with the chemicals. So I don't know. I think there's a lot other than playing pinball that's fun to do with your family. Well, it's really nice to see the chat rolling and flowing. I have to go to work because I have to give out some pay increases and stuff today. So yeah, maybe we will do Godzilla. I'm not sure what is kind of due. Maybe John Wick, but if you're not in the Discord, hit !Discord and you'll get sent the invite to the general Discord. Subscribers get access to some more exclusive Discord stuff if you're into that. But also, as I sign off, I want to invite people, come over to YouTube and check out my videos there if you care or want to. But yeah, thank you to the new subscribers and followers today. I really appreciate it. I'm going to see what else is on if we want to raid somewhere else or just... sometimes I'll raid to something completely goofy and unrelated, but yeah, I'm not gonna raid anywhere today. We'll just sign off and have a good day. You want me to raid to Brass? I can raid to Brass. Brass League is it's virtual pinball. But yeah, bye for now. I will see you guys on the next stream. You guys have an awesome Tuesday too. Thank you again. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the hangout. I'm going to head to work and Here's some work stuff.
Flashing lights and a silver ball. The room's alive. We've got it.
Love the hell out of the headless horseman. His mechanic with throwing the head on people, throwing the pumpkin head on people is great. Oh, hey! Hey! I got a raid coming in. From Grown Up Adjacent. Johnny, how are you? Thank you for that raid, Grown Up Adjacent. Hey everybody, my name is Goldsting, or Mike. This is Brassley Gaming. We're a charity-only stream, which means any and all payouts from Twitch go directly to the Autistic Self-Advocacy Network. If you exclamation donate, Bezos doesn't take a cut. Appreciate the support. We just hang out and have a good time, talk pinball, talk board games. I get canceled a lot. Neil, how are you? Welcome in. Thank you for thank you for the follow.
All right, everyone, have a good day. I'm heading
How's
to-
everyone doing? How was the games? How was the pinball?